Janine Pirro. Who remembers when she used to have a TV show where she was a judge, right? I don't know if in real life she's a judge, but I know she's a lawyer, well, an attorney. You know, she passed the bar. And she is the Attorney General, I think. Is that the name? District Attorney? No, I think Attorney General. She's the Attorney General for DC. So pretty much for Trump, right? She does Trump's bidding. Well, I've been seeing stuff all over my feed saying that she's about to lose her job. So I went to go nosy to see why. What did she do though? What happened though? And apparently that stuff with the reflecting pool, whatever Trump was doing to renovate the pool, I guess they messed it up or whatever. And they're saying that I think two different people, and one of them was an Olympian, and they're saying that he damaged the pool and they wanted to put him on trial and give him 10 years. I think there might have been two people, but I'm talking about one so far, the Olympian. But I think the pool was, whatever they did to fix it, they fixed it wrong. And I remember that Trump's motorcade drove across the pool when it was still drying. So I don't know what the guy did. You know, I kind of think he's like my husband Joe, where if something is peeling with paint, he has to stay there and pick at it. I don't know what that is. OCD, ADD, some kind of D. My mom used to say my husband has some type of D. So anyways, Janine Pirro dropped the case yesterday against the man, as she should. She finally did something right. And I hear that Trump was chewing all weekend, angry, because she said, you know, we're not going to try the dude because of the fact that the thing was installed wrong, right? And Trump said, nah, we ain't about to have her make me look like a fool. So the question is Janine Pirro about to lose her job? Pirro, what is that last name? I usually know people last name. Is that Italian? No. Lebanese. I think I looked her up before. She's Lebanese American. Wasn't Danny Thomas Lebanese too, right? I'm telling you. Let me put my little rocks because we have a little wind going. What she don't see coming, or what we don't see coming. Two of Swords. Ooh. Indecision. Stalemate, avoidance. Janine, girl, she avoiding Trump. She like, Mr. Trump want to talk with you on the phone. Oh, tell him I'm busy in a meeting. Oh, she gonna start to hoard her money. She panicked. That's why she went back to Fox News and saw that Jesse Waters dude and go, I miss you guys. She probably gonna try to go back over there. The Moon, which is about illusion, intuition, mystery, premonition. All right. And Five of Cups, loss, grief, regret. I think she might. I mean, I would want to see the Five of Pentacles here because that, you know, that's money. But she grieving that job already. The Sun. Something's about to come out, but the Sun is a good card. Joy, success, vitality. I think she'll lose this job, but honestly, I think she's gonna land on her feet with another job in the private sector or back on TV, spewing her hate and her bull crap. What we don't see coming is the Seven of Cups. She got many choices. Yeah, even if she loses the job, she's got choices. So my next question that I wanted to ask about her though, I wanted to ask it like what's going to happen to her in the next 3 months. But then my next thought was, is she going to be disbarred? So maybe we can ask two separate questions, right? So the next question is, what's going to happen to her in the next 3 months? What's going to happen to Janine Pirro in the next 3 months? You know, I come from a different country and I'm a naturalized American, but I don't see where I get the right to tell any American what to do. You know what I mean? It's like she Lebanese American. I don't know if she's born here, but she come here and just so much hate. What will happen to this 304 in the next 3 months? You guys know what 304 stands for, right? I had to explain that to somebody the other day because somebody kept saying, she's a 304, she's a 304. And somebody called and asked me, what the hell is a 304? I think it was a Belizean girl saying that. If you type it like on a calculator, old school calculator, and you turn it upside down, it spells HOE. Okay, she gonna be hoarding her money. She worried. These people are rich and still worried about their money. I'm worried about paying the light bill. Okay, Susie gonna fire her. You know, I gave Susie Wiles this card a while back because it's about being, she's the communications person, right, in the Trump administration. And how I made that: 3 beautiful sandwiches, egg salad sandwich, smoked salmon sandwich, and cucumber sandwich. And I sliced it precisely because that's what the Queen of Swords is about. She not gonna mince words. Ooh, shoot. She is having sleepless nights. Why you having sleep? Girl, you have money. You a whole... Oh, I wonder if she gonna lose her law license. 7 of Swords, deception, fraud, sneakiness. She gonna do some type of sneaky thing, trying to keep her job and her law license. And then this is about the government. Maybe that's about her law license. So for the next 3 months, she's stressed. Oh, and the Chariot. I'm glad I keep turning it upwards because now I see it. Ambition, victory. Oh, she got a lot of ambition. She's trying to land on her feet. So in the next 3 months doesn't look so good for her. Doesn't look as rosy as that sun that came in the first part. That sun might just mean illumination. But the next question is she gonna be disbarred? Let me split it open. Is she gonna be disbarred? Is she gonna lose her law license? You know, Michael Cohen lost his law license. A lot of people lost their law license behind Trump and his foolishness, right? I'd be afraid. You know, I feel like Trump is the kind of person that if he likes you and he'll treat you good, right? But when he doesn't like you, that's it. You're done. No coming back. It's forever. Except if you're Elon Musk. He keeps taking him back, but that's because Elon got the skinny on him. They know what they did. You know what they did in 2024 to steal those elections? But they want to deflect and go, oh, the 2020 was stolen. You know, I believe that there's cheating in voting, but I don't believe to the degree that they're saying, and I don't believe nobody gets away with it. Except them when they flip those votes. Allegedly, supposedly. Remember, this is my opinion, okay? My opinion. So what am I asking? Is she going to be disbarred? I'm not looking at the Lenormand yet. I didn't even shuffle the Lenormand yet. My husband's over there making breakfast. Oh, you like my outfit? What does it say? Tarot with Barbara. Yeah, yeah. Stay to the end because I'm going to show you my outfit of the day, okay? I made the skirt. When I say it's me and my husband. I'm the one that does all the designing and cutting based on YouTube videos and templates that I've made from prior YouTube videos. And then I put it together and I just tell him, can you sew here? Can you sew here? Because he knows how to work the sewing machine. What we don't see coming or what she don't see coming. Let's put this over here. Knight of Wands, passion, bold, adventure, daring, swift. Does she have a husband? Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, opportunity, abundance. Nothing looks so far like she might lose that license. 4 of Cups, apathetic, bored, disconnected. The Emperor. Who's this Emperor? Maybe the people that have control over her law license? Oh my God, it feels so good out here. After like several days of 105 degrees. I don't know what's going to be today, but even if it's 99, that's amazing. And it gets hotter in the evening, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's when it's the hottest. Inquisitive, curious, messenger, observant. She's going to be looking into everything she needs to do. And then the 7 of Pentacles is about patience, investment, growth, harvest. Right off the bat, I'm not getting that vibe that she's going to lose that law license, because that's the question we asked, right? That's not to say that that's not coming down the pike, but for right now, I'm going to say no. Okay? So that's it for Janine. We're not going to ask about Dr. Fauci again. I feel like what they're doing to him is really rancid. Like Trump doesn't even want to admit that he gave Dr. Fauci an award for the vaccines. And you guys know that they were working on those vaccines forever, right? Because we've had different COVID, stuff come through before, right? We had different numbers of it. And it came through before, so they were already working like on the base of the vaccine. And then when that one came, that specific one came, they went ahead and tweaked it. And by some miracle, they got it right. And I'm grateful for it because I took the vaccine, when it came out. I have an ex-friend where her husband passed away right before he could take the vaccine. I saw it on Facebook and he passed away from that. Joe's nephew lost his darling wife, a teacher in Belize. Teachers are very revered in Belize, by the way. She had just given birth to her young baby. Her brother came to see the baby, didn't know he had it, gave it to her, and she died within a few weeks of having the baby, maybe a few days. It was devastating. She's one of the first, I think she's probably the second. She's the second person in Belize who succumbed to COVID. The first person was this guy that used to work over here. Belizean guy used to work in the county of San Bernardino where I live. And I remember one time he came through. We're going to ask about that girl Nardos while I tell you the story. She came back on, the YouTuber that got robbed. Remember the last time I read, I didn't feel like it was a setup. Now I'm starting to feel more and more that there was some type of setup going on. So I want to ask, did this girl plan this? That's what we're asking. So she got food? Yeah. Morning, baby. Have a great workout. So we're going to pull 5 cards while I'm telling you the story. So the guy came through because the county would come through when we had our bottle printing business, right? And he came through with another white dude. And well, this guy's a Belizean guy, of course. And he told me whatever they were checking us for, I think it was something to do with storm drain water something. And they wanted to charge you like a big fee if you were like contaminating the water, which we weren't. We weren't, because we didn't do anything with water over there. But he said, you know, you can take my card and call on your neighbors, because all of them shut their doors when we came. They pulled down the back door quickly. And this is where we used to have our shop over here too. The mechanic, that's our friend, took our building. So anywho, he said they all shut their doors when we came, so you can call me privately and I can come back and get them. I'm like, I'm no damn snitch. You better get the hell away from me. I don't care if you're Belizean, what we don't see coming or what Nardos doesn't see coming. And so he went back home and caught the COVID, and he was the first one to die from it in Belize. 8 of Pentacles, skill building, dedication, hard work. About Nardos. Did she do this? Did she do this? So back to Fauci and Trump really quickly. Trump gave him an award for the vaccine, yada yada, blah blah blah. And now he wants to see him locked up. Why? Because somebody's talking in his ear. Trump never come up with his own original thought, right? Somebody, I could go into that administration. He might like me, and I could start whispering in his ear, and I could get everything I want for Belizeans. That's how it works with narcissists, right? Yeah. So, Raggy, Nardos, did you do this? Because I would hate to think that she scared her son like this, right? So the reason that I'm questioning it, whatever happened is going to happen fast. Speed, momentum, progress, swift change. Let me read the cards and I'm going to come back and talk about Nardos. The Lovers. She did this in partnership with somebody. If she did it. I don't like these cards. The Emperor. Remember, we got this the last time in a read too. I think that's the DA that she's seen. The DA would never be a part of this. I don't know him, but he would never. 4 of Cups, apathy, boredom, disconnected. Okay, let's talk about Nardos for a quick second. So I watched this young lady because 1, she's pretty. 2, I like her son. 3, I love her apartment. Let me put this on so I can stop squinting for a while, guys. I absolutely love her apartment. And I like that it's high rise. It's overlooking the city of Atlanta. I think she's in Buckhead or whatever. And I just feel like she's safe in there. I feel like it's the kind of apartment that has a doorman. They have a concierge. You know, when I looked, I showed you guys a picture in the last shot because I wanted to see if her lock had, like, you punch in the code, but it just looks like a regular lock, right? But she said her fob, FOB, they stole her fob. She had an extra one, and that's how they got into the place. But then she showed a lot of different fingerprints on the door. Like, if you steal a whole fob and you're just gonna walk in there to go steal all this stuff out of her apartment, you're not gonna leave all these fingerprints on the door. I think that was a little bit of overkill on the behalf of the robbers, or her, or whoever may or may not have done it. The reason why I even questioned it and had the first read, guys, is because I told you a YouTuber that I used to love. This is like the 3rd time she got robbed. Thomasina, you know who I'm talking about. So, one of my viewers that's become a friend, Thomasina. So, anywho, the first time I read it, I didn't get a vibe that she was guilty of anything. But when she came back, she took off 3 days from making her videos. And when she came back, the dog's barking inside the house. Lock the door, Joe. When she came back, she was just like her normal self. She wasn't bawling again. She was in her normal, beautiful kitchen. And she was talking about, yeah, you guys had a lot to say, dragging me in the comments. Because I would say 90% of the people don't believe her. Okay? So I'm still trying to give her some grace that maybe this thing really happened to her. Somebody put in the chat, it's one of the many men's that give her money to allow her to live this lavish lifestyle. And that's part of the reason why I watch her, because I want to know what she's doing to make her money. Not because I want to condemn her, but because I need to do whatever the hell she's doing to make this money. Because she goes out with her 3-year-old son to lunch, and that bill's like $200. $200 will cripple me right now if I were to go out and eat with that. That's why we eat at home. That's why I have a whole cooking show, so we can eat at home, so we can conserve money, right? So I don't understand where she's getting her money, because she claims she's not making any money off of social media. Well, I don't believe she's making a lot of money off of YouTube, because she just jumped over 100,000 on YouTube. And I have over 100,000 on YouTube, and I don't make a lot of money at YouTube because I don't have the views right now. My channel is old. It's 15 years old. People are tired of seeing cooking. That's why I'm over here happy with you guys. You know what I mean? Building this out because I want to open another stream of income, right? So I don't know where she's making this money. Instagram. So she says she's an Instagram model. You know, I always side eye Instagram models, because what are you really doing? Selling feet pictures, which I'm not mad at that if you're selling feet pictures. Once you're not showing your face because you got a baby boy, right? I feel like women who have boys, especially boys, not so much daughters, you gotta be very careful what you do. So I'm like, how's she making this money off of Instagram and TikTok? Because she says, I don't make it off of social media. Well, you're not working. So how are you paying like $4,000 to live in a high-rise apartment, and paying for that Range Rover, and going out to all these fancy dinners and buying clothes? Well, you know, brands could be giving her the clothes and she won't tell, but you have to disclose that. When you're a content creator, if a brand gives you something, you have to disclose that they gave it to you, okay? That's part of the FTC thing. YouTube is strict about that. You have to say if you're doing a brand collab or whatever. All right, so then how is she getting all the money to do $300 for her nails? And I don't think she goes to the hair salon too much. She does her own hair. She's got beautiful long hair, right? So I'm like, and I looked her up to see what part of what countries are in East Africa. She said she's East African. It's Ethiopian and Eritrea. It starts with an E. Those are the two countries in East Africa. She doesn't look Ethiopian to me. So it might be a mix of something or whatever. So anyways, it's like, how are you making this money though? Just share it with me. I'm not even trying to condemn you. Just share with me how you're making this money. So that's why I watch her. And I'm not even subscribed to her, you know, because I can't stand that she voted for Trump. I'm like, oh, how distasteful, right? So anywho, I wanted to know, did she do something? Did she lie? Because she's in there, she goes, yeah, I have cameras all over the apartment. You guys just don't see it because I move it around. Like, no, you don't. Girl, I am nosy. I will enlarge your phone. Oh, look at that vase. Oh, that's so pretty. You know, blah, blah, blah. I remember Lady Zelda on a different topic was talking about why people are looking up her age and why people are looking up where she lives. And I don't know that it's where she lives that they're looking up, because I will look up like what state is a content creator in, just because I want to know. You know, especially if they show outside and it's pretty and green. It's like, what state is that? I'm not trying to find their address. And if I look up a content creator's age, it's because I feel like they're lying about their age and I want to know. That's why I don't lie about my age. Me and Halle Berry, we both gonna turn 60 on August 14. We're both born August 14, 1966. Halle Berry can't lie about her age either. We got the same birthday. Magic Johnson is August 14 too, but a different year because he's older than us. So there's a lot of people. I think Steve, what's his name? The white guy from the Jerk. He was in the Jerk, that movie. I was thinking of the long nose that he had in the movie. Steve Martin. I think he has my birthday to August 14th. A bunch of people. So I don't lie. I'm about to be 60. All right. So what we want to find out? Nardos. We're gonna find out about. Let's do Lenormand. Let's do Lenormand. We're going to ask that same question again because we got that magician. I had expected to get the magician the first time I read on her, but it didn't come up. But we got that magician. So we want to find out, did Nardos lie about being robbed? Did she set up this whole scenario for clicks and views? I don't like that kind of setup. I don't. I honestly don't. So let's... What's she barking at? Joe, pipe her down. We're looking for the woman. I'm starting to get some birthday money for my birthday. My godmother sent me some money. And because I'm turning 60, people are sending 60 bucks. And I appreciate it. But I hope I can put it towards my printer because my friend gave me money towards my printer too. I hope I don't have to pay no bills. Bills, bills every day. Bills, bills man can't pay. Water bills to pay. Light bills to pay. This is about illusions. Illusions, right? Right? Let's look up the moon. You know we always look up the moon when it comes to Lenormand because it's a little bit different than the moon in tarot. Okay, the moon is number 32 and it says thusly: dreams, intuition, illusions, romance. So it's not about deception, hidden secrets, not about that. Dreams, intuition, illusions, romance. Well, she's in a new romance. The sun is about illumination, right? The sun is 31. Success, victory, confident, illumination. Well, it's gonna be illuminated if she did. I hope she didn't. You guys, I'm secretly hoping she didn't lie. And then the fox. This is the gush, by the way. This is about work. This is about trickery and deceit and lies and deception, but it's also about work and job. But in this case, I think it's about lies. And then the birds is 12. The birds. Gossip, communication, social media, meeting, siblings. Okay. I think I didn't like when she said, I'm safe, when she was crying. She likes to cry a lot on camera. I think that's what gets you money in YouTube when you're sitting there crying. I can't do that. I didn't even cry on camera when my mom died. I pulled it together. You know what I mean? When I made the announcement. Yeah, she was crying on the camera in some hotel. And she goes, I'm staying at a hotel. I can't go back. No, she's all like, I know exactly who did it. That's why I feel safe enough to come back. Really though? Somebody in the chat says, I live on her floor in the same building and we didn't see none of this stuff go on. Girl. Then she says, I'm with friends and family, safe. I'm like, but you said you had absolutely no family living there and you have absolutely no friends except the one girl that comes over now and again and tries to help you to clear out the baby hair. I don't know why she thinks she's not supposed to clear out that baby hair every day. Even my straight hair will get knotted if I don't comb it out every day. You know what I mean? Clear means to clear out the knots. I'm talking Creole. You know I'm the only one in my family with straight, flat hair like this. Everybody else has beautiful curls. I'm so jealous. All right. That's it for this one, guys. This is a medley of stuff. You're going to find this on the playlist that says trending topics, okay? So maybe I'll try to find something to read on Miss Nancy for the next video. Bye. Oh, wait to see my outfit. Okay, guys, see the whole outfit right here. So I like the deep plum purple. And see, the skirt has pleats instead of ruffles. Well, I think pleats are kind of ruffled too, right? Now I always like to wear my little tennis shoes. We just heat transferred the direct-to-film transfer on that I bought the other day. I feel like this is my color, this deep plum. I like the way the transfer came out. Yes, guys. And what else? Oh, the zip. So this zip can go in the back or in the front, but the way this flap comes over, I think it's made for the back because it comes over from left to right. It should go from right to left, right? And I have two buttons that I still need to sew the buttonholes by hand. But this is my little outfit of the day.